Hey guys, today I'm going to show y'all how to create a graph really easily using Google Sheets. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is go to um, Google Sheets. So you can do this a couple of ways. You can go to sheets.google.com, so sheets.google.com, or another way that you can do it, which might be quicker, is if you go to just google.com, you should have a little waffle right here. I think that's what it's called. And underneath this waffle, you can click on a lot of different things, and Sheets is one of them. So you can also do it that way and go to Google Sheets, and you're going to create a blank document. Okay. And so the first thing you're going to want to do to make this look nice is to title this. So you can title it right here by double clicking here. That's where you're going to want to put the title of the overall lab probably. So what is this? The heat of reaction activity. That's what it's called. And now we're going to want to put in the information from the lab. So this is what your activity looks like here. And we need to apparently do two separate graphs and then answer this second question. So what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to copy and paste this over. So you can highlight by clicking your mouse and dragging, highlight all of those numbers, and then copy and paste them. You can copy by right-clicking and clicking copy, or a faster way is to click on your keyboard Control-C, one after the other. Control-C for copy. And then if you want to paste, you can right-click and click paste, or click Control-V. I don't know what the V stands for, but it's Control-V to paste it over. And now we have our information and we can make a graph out of it super quickly. First of all, I don't like see how that edge is, I'm not sharing my tab, hold on. You click Control D right here and paste it in. First of all, I'm not liking how my edge is not lined up there. And to fix that, in this column, you click on the overall column and then you double click when you see that weird arrow that you see on mine. You just double click on it. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. So that fixes that, and now I can put in my graph. So first I'm going to do the graph for Na2S2O3. So I'm going to highlight just the numbers. So you click and drag your mouse over just the numbers, and then click Insert Chart. Insert Chart. And you wait a minute because it's going to load. And here's my chart. Your chart might look different, and what I want you to do is look on the setup part, click on Chart Type. Okay, there's all these beautiful different types of charts. Like, what would this do? That's awesome. Okay, yeah. There's all sorts of cool charts that you can make. So this is why Sheets is so important, because if you know how to use this, you'll use it no matter what job you have. If you're going to move up the ladder in any job, you're going to want to know how to use Google Sheets. But we don't want a pie chart. The most common one you're going to use in my class is this scatter chart. Okay, so click on the scatter chart. And now we have our data points here. The next thing you're going to want to do to make this more, to display the most information that you can that's helpful, is to click Customize. So click Customize right here, and then click, and you can do all this cool stuff. Look at this. You can change like the background color of it to make it look, what does this do? Oh, look at that. See? I can make it look really cool. Okay, I don't want to do that though. I'm going to do like a light, no. What do y'all think? No one's here, so I'll just do an off-white color. And I'm going to click Series. So click Series. And then you can change like the data series information here. Like I want that to be black. I think that that's easier to see for me. And I'm going to check data labels so that you can actually see each data point in particular. You know what numbers they are. They're not just an estimate. And then I'm going to check trend line so that it gives me an average of all of those numbers. I can see the general trend happening on average. So check trend line and data labels. You can change your trend line color if you want to like a red to make it appear more clear. And then you can change your titles here. So your title needs to have as much specificity as possible, okay? So we're going to do the chemical that it is. So it's a temperature versus time. You don't really need the units in the title. That's like, okay, I said as specific as possible, but we don't really need the units. We're going to call it temperature versus time graph of Na 2S2O3. Or you can call it what it's officially called, which is sodium thiosulfate. You can look that up online. You can just copy the chemical over and look up what the name is. So that's that part. And then I want to make sure that these have their labels and their units. So they need to have units with them too. And they do have that. So that's perfect. And I've got my graph. Look how quick that was. Like I made it seem longer than it really was. So that's the sodium thiosulfate. And the next thing is you have to answer the second question. So underneath it, I recommend doing it this way. I recommend maybe like putting in a box like this. You can change the size of it to be more particular here. So highlight like a little section underneath it, like this. It doesn't have to be specific. And then click the merge cells button. So now we have one block. It's like one big block, okay? And now we're gonna highlight it to make it a color that's easily seen. You can click the highlight button, choose any color you want. And then underneath borders, outline that border so that you can see it and maybe like make it kind of thick. Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? Okay. And now you can answer question number 2. The sodium thiosulfate graph was this because of this. And then do probably one more sentence as well. Like you could say endothermic reactions do blah, blah, blah. And explain that as part of it. And then this looks weird. And to fix that, you can click this text wrapping button up here and wrap your text. And I don't like how it like went down like that. So what I'm going to do is double tap and then click Control Enter. Control Enter. And see how I kind of fix that. And I'm going to click Control Enter again. Oh, that's too much. I'm going to go back and click the back button. That's about right. And then you can like even make it centered. I probably like it to be on the left-hand side like this. So yeah, that looks amazing. This is your first graph, and now do it for your second graph right here. You click Insert Chart. You insert the title that it is. It's of sodium hydroxide, right? And you change your chart and everything on it, and you go from there. I'm not going to do the entire thing because I want to see y'all do it as well. But see if you can get it set up like this. I will definitely give you a shout out if you can kind of make it look like this with like a cute or a very well organized, I'll say, text box underneath it. See if you can follow my directions exactly. It doesn't have to like be exactly like what I'm saying, but if you can, I'm going to be so proud of you for watching this video, and I'm going to give you a shout out unless you just don't want to shout out. Okay, I hope you have a great day. If this didn't make sense at all, just message me and I will clarify it with you. Have a great day.